The players in Summer Wells' case on June 15, 2021. Is Summer coming home hurt? There's a good big goose egg. And who's looking in at Summer in the photos? And who's filming the milk jug video? How can Grandis turn around that fast to film? Remember, her niece was hurt. I don't think she can move that fast. Oh, I done reflections, and at the end of this video, Don Wells leaving at June 15th, covering up faces in the mirror. He said he was leaving in the red Subaru Candace owned, going to work. But why cover up the mirror? Who's going to work with you, Don? This is just allegedly my opinion only. Reflections. Hi, I'm NiceeMarie. Please form your own opinions. This is my theory, my opinion, and allegedly there's evidence. This is filtered covering up Summer's big goose egg. You can flip it. And this is the photo. The photo of the milk jug video was put in front of the video of Summer on the milk jugs. And this is the grave site back in October of 2022. I still think it has significance to Summer's case. They said it wasn't Summer, but I believe it was moved in October of 2022. My opinion only. Is this a crate that was back there? It looked like a container and a pillow to me back there at the gravesite. And a certain news reporter or in the case said that the familiar people that day was at the swimming hole, went to the gravesite. And I did find vapes. Reflections. Who has all helped covering up for Dawn and Candace, in my opinion? Who has to be involved in the Summer Wells case? Is more to Summer disappearing, in my opinion, allegedly. Seems like there's a lot of players after the fact. When Summer went swimming at Warriors Path on June 15, 2021, and she's coming home on 2 milk jugs, precisely as cold packs for injuries to me. Precisely rearranged, in my opinion. Reflections off the bed seat. Dawn trying to say Summer got abducted. How can Summer get abducted if she can't jump out of the truck? She can't move with all them injuries, in my opinion. I think Summer met her demise when she got home on the milk jugs. And I believe, in my opinion, they parked by the basement so the boys wouldn't see Summer in the truck. She didn't get up to plant flowers, get a piece of candy for Grandma. Now, and this is Candace on YouTube. I guess she called the uppers. And this is a pillow that we've been looking for, the pillow. And to me, I've been studying it. Material I found in the blankets, it does look like Summer's PJs. So did they change her in the basement to get her out of that sweatsuit? And when this was at the gravesite, you could see with the vapes that was at the swimming hole. Right, Grandis? Actually, my opinion. Reflections in the water. Who was at the TikTok flower? What happened to Summer? I don't think she could get abducted like this unless someone took her and take her off the property, in my opinion. Who drove off with Summer hurt? Who? Oh, this is another Candace's videos. Trying to... And this is the crystal ball reflections of who's always taking photos of summer. Right, Candace? In my opinion. See, this is Dawn's truck again. Who's all leaving with Dawn? Why cover up the mirror? And why is summer coming? This is the photo in front of the video of the milk jug. You will watch that. I got this at the end of the video. And I slowed it down. Pay attention to orange crushed soda. Watch the faces when it moves. See, different faces reflect off the orange. And I got photos of the back of the photo here. The back windshield. Don't it look like the roofing, part of the roofing of the basement? When you look at underneath the edging of it. When you start the video and it passes this. Now watch, see? Now watch closely. Now see Summer's big goose egg. And who's that in the corner? And when you slow it down, you got to pay attention to her windshield. Her driver's mirror. Now watch. Now watch the reflections. Who's all cramped inside? Now look at Candace's right hand. Whose face is that? They're crunched in there. Allegedly, right? And who's videoing? I don't think it's Granda's. Candy hair, Summer's grandma. The precisely milk jug position. Look at this. Sweatsuit of her jacket. Look, it's tucked in between her legs. Why? And they precisely put that seatbelt on to pin her in place. Notice Summer's right ear is on the milk jug. She busted her ear. Did she swing off a swing at Warrior's Path and hit logs? What did she hit, or did she go under and hit something underneath the water? Just my think, or did they run over? Not paying attention. And who was watching Summer when they were swimming? Now, this is coming up the video. Watch the back window here. And watch the orange crushed soda. You can pause it and go back and forth. And you can screenshot this, everyone. Who's all in the truck with Candace going to Ben Hill Road around 3:09, 3:30 p.m.? And when she probably got home, was it around 3:30 or 4 o'clock when Jody Sue heard a scream? So did Summer really make it home? Because this goose egg in the video started to forming. And in the photo, it got bigger when they got home. Because remember, they put the photo of the milk jug in front of this video, so it make it look like it's the beginning of them going home instead of arriving home. To make it look like Summer made it home, okay. Read between the lines. They filtered this. Summer's lips here. You zoom on it. They marked it out. It's filtered and it is soft. You'll see it in the pictures. And Summer's the reflection of Summer's head. That's a person looking in because her head is so thin, her hair. It'll reflect off her skin as well as like it did Hunter in the woods of who's all standing in front of Hunter filming him. Did you know that, Candace? Hunter? And who's all at the TikTok flower? Oh, it's all coming together, guys. And how can, this is Granda's filming. How can she swing around and film this? I got this on slow-mo. So you guys can see and watch the driver's mirror, the windshield, a phone. There's like a white phone in there. That's not a sticker. I think that's Candace's phone. When you slow it down here too, watch her driver's side door window. Reflections on that. You can slow this down. I have this all screenshot too. Then right beside Candace's right leg right there, she's got a red vape underneath her right thigh sitting on it. I don't think Summer jumped out of that truck. Plant flowers. Went in to see the boys. I think she met her demise, in my opinion, allegedly, when she got home. It was too late for Summer. And Candace, you said you had to get a few things off Miller Drive. Did you know it's Miller Street, close by the hippie house? See that face right there, or is that pillow? But the green vape comes up there. And who's going to smoke 2 vapes? Granda's going to film and hold 2 vapes smoking. Granda's candy hair, smoke vapes. Huh? Watch the driver's mirror. Watch up at the corner here of the driver's windshield. See that? Watch that. See? When the camera's moving, who's in the mirror? Reflections off Candace's right hand. Ew, look at that. You know, you're going to have some of Candace too there. But you got to pay attention. See? There's Candace's reflection. But watch the other faces come out like they're bunched in, hiding and ducking whoever's filming. And I believe this video will have a longer version. They cut it off just to prove that Summer was coming home okay. Sleep on milk, cold packs, and look like her hoodie is packed for her left shoulder. To me, is a pack of cheese. I don't think they got groceries, in my opinion. They went to get something to hold Summer's injury. See that on the windshield there? And I believe they got that sweatsuit off of Miller Street, Miller Drive. Remember on Chris McDonald, she had to get a few things off of Miller Street, Miller Drive. It's Miller Street. And there's houses behind there. Did they change her there? They got the sweatsuit at Walmart. The persons that with them went into Walmart to get it for her. They knew her size. Huh. Now watch Summer's hair here. Watch the reflections, and reflections off Summer's pants here too. Oh, you can get it in material, guys. Watch, see the faces of her suit here? Watch how it moves when the camera goes around. Oh, it's different. Photo is different from this video. Especially who's all looking in at Summer with her injuries, allegedly. Watch the back windshield. Watch, see? Look. You'll see the vapes coming. And you see a green dot there? Who's smoking that green vape? No dignity for Summer. Can't take her to the ER, in my opinion. She didn't have no food, probably no water all day. And then too busy partying in the woods, in my opinion. Right, Hunter? With your friends were your friends on probation? Or you were on probation? 20 twisted tea cans. It's close by Colonial Heights. Warriors Path. Why? How many? Was at the swimming pool? And why nobody's coming forth for Summer? I want to let you guys know, allegedly, who is all involved. They're going to be accessory to Summer disappearance. And who knows, and I might get more charges than Dawn and Candace, allegedly, in my opinion. Couldn't take Summer to ER, probably because of all the abuse. Remember, everyone, go back and watch the TikTok videos. Who's high-tech? Who spent an hour in the truck watching TikToks? Or did Hunter get Candace's phone and fix it for her to cover up the reflections in the water? Who was all in the water? I'm telling you, now I flipped this. Watch. This side view. See the skin reflecting? It's Hunter in the woods with the close up to you too. It'll reflect off your skin too, especially when you're in the woods by the TikTok flower. See the dot? See the vapes? They're still smoking in there, allegedly. Oh, see? Now watch the hand there. Who's that filming? Does that look like Granda's candy hair, Summer's grandma? Looks like a young teen to me. Granda's couldn't stand on them people around her in a truck. What truck did they use? The green Suburban or the tan Suburban? Awful funny, Granda's got rid of that brownish silver Suburban right after Summer went missing, because it was still in the driveway. So how many vehicles are involved? Did they get DNA for all the vehicles? Dawn's truck, the red Subaru. Did they do DNA? Grandis's vehicles, the camper. You know what I'm talking about. Of course, Summer's DNA is going to be in there. I'm talking about bodily DNA, allegedly, in my opinion. Now you can flip this up to the side and watch it upside down too. It'll amaze you. So I'm going to leave you guys up here, and then I am going to put the screenshots up, and then I'm going to be covering this all week. There'll be different times. Remember, and Summer's hands are swollen, like something setting in, if you know what I mean. Her hands don't move. She's not moving when the camera gone. I know when you're asleep, but who sleeps with their hands curled up like that? You could tell it's remorse. In my opinion, something's setting in. Her hand is curled up. Her right hand is really curled and swollen. You can zoom up on it, guys. So thank you for watching. The photo of Summer on the milk jugs was put in front of the video of the milk jugs. Now, I done the back windshield. Pay attention. And this is the vapes I found when they swung around. Look at that face coming about in the corner. Who's that ducking below Summer's feet? It swings around in that video. You can go back and watch that. See the two vapes and that face there? This is the photo of the milk jug putting in the front of the video to make it look like Summer made it home safe. With these injuries, in my opinion, you think it's a cover-up. They took her off the property and parked beside the basement, because when you do the photo, it back on the windshield looks like part of the roof of the basement by the door, in my opinion. The curve of the driveway, the leaves. And here, I want you guys to pay attention in the driver's mirror and in the side window and the reflections off the orange crushed soda. This is the gravesite. Is this a tote and a pillow that we've been looking for? And I'll show you the material of summer versus the PJs. Big goose egg on her left temple, right ear on the milk jugs. Did summer met her demise when she got home? This is Hunter in the Woods, reflection off skin. At Warrior's Path, today summer went swimming. That's the back windshield. This is Hunter's stomach again. There's a process you do. It's like back in the 80s when you develop film, reflections close to your objects. If you're close up, and like reflections in the water, especially summer swimming, you could see who was all in the water, their faces reflecting off the water. And this is the photo of the milk jug video. I turned it up. Look at the back windshield. Compare it to the driver's mirror of Candace driving home on the milk jugs. See if we can get some answers. This is the mirror on the driver's door. Candace driving home, like 3:09. Close to maybe 2 minutes from the house. My opinion, who's all going to Ben Hill Road. Blue vape. Reflections in the water at June 15, 2021, when Summer went swimming. When Candace and Grandis, Summer's grandma, went to get the prescriptions. This is the back of the photo of the milk jug, of the windshield, back windshield. Let's do a comparison. You can't hide reflections, can't hide from glass, plastic, material. You can all do it. It's all done like your development film back in the 80s or more. When you had to develop film, it's the same concept when you're doing photos on your phone. It's just more high tech. And this is how the process I did it. So when you think it's not AI, it's not. It's done manually and by reflections. Whoever's filming reflect back off glass. Reflections back off glass and light. Back of the windshield. Compare the faces. The gravesite is just the pillow. And there's a material that looks like a pajama of summer. I try to match up. Nana's Angels did this. I think it's on May 20, back in May of 2023. She done a video of this. But this said it was a 22-year-old female. Did they check for DNA, forensics, or anything for Rose Bly? It was age 22 female. Candace was doing a video in October of 2022 when Dawn was in jail that she went camping with a friend. I think it's Kathy. It's just she was camping, and Ernie Shell said that they were camping at night and she was vomiting, apparently. My opinion. I think there's a connection here. Even if they said it's not summer, I hope the FBI checks out if TBI done forensics on the 22-year-old. And the blankets. And it looks like a tote. Like a tote was pinned in. around the blankets, like the tote was inside the blankets wrapped around. That's my opinion. This is Hunter in the Woods at Warriors Path of June 15th, 2021. When Candace said they arrived, he ran to the woods after they got out of the truck. But who's all coming home with Candace? Going to 110 Ben Hill Road. Think about that, guys. Supposedly Hunter left 2:30 from his house and met up with his girlfriend. But he had said he had a probation meeting. Now, would he go to a probation meeting officer's appointment in this condition? My opinion, allegedly. Guys, here, that's the photo of the driver's mirror, Candace driving home. This is the photo of the milk jug of the back of the windshield. Just think about this, look close, and do comparisons of faces. That's all I'm asking. I'm not saying anything else. I think everybody can put 2 and 2 together. Remember the photo of the milk jugs. Put in front of the video to make it look like Summer arrived home safe. You get my drift? My opinion? I done this darker so you guys can see the reflections. And they were still smoking vapes there too. They had a blue one, they had a green one, a purple one, a red, just like at the Red Barrel when Summer was dancing in the rain, and just like the interview with the Ellie with the boys when Summer went missing. I will show that later this week. And Granda's candy hair, Summer's grandma, hiding in the camper while everybody's interviewing the boys. Now the screenshot of Summer dancing by the Red Barrel 2 weeks before she went missing. Pay attention to the ground, the board, the red barrel, and Summer's back of her dress and the tail end of her dress. Same concept. Reflections, reflections. Watch. Thank you for watching, guys. Justice for Summer.